because she has to see. And I guess that's for a lot of people. You have jaded glasses on because you don't want to see, but give us a chance. Give us, and I say us because I was one. Give us a chance. All of us aren't the same. There are a lot of bad, but you know, you might find a few gems, and if you find a few gems that can make it and that are worthwhile investing in, isn't that good enough?
How do you think that impacted the church there?
The black church?
Yeah, that whole experience. Because I guess I'm asking partially for my own personal reasons, because I found it very difficult to have anything more than like just a pleasant small talk conversation with anyone at the church. And in the back of my mind, I've always wondered if that's had some impact as far as
It would have to.
yeah. That's
They
true.
had signs. They picketed it.
What did the signs say?
Like very negative, very obscene, just crazy. You know, I'm thinking we're grown, we're adults. This is a neighborhood, and this is doing something positive. Talking about all the soup kitchens and something on the Near East Side, they could go somewhere else. But there is no other soup kitchen where you can get a hot meal around here. I don't know. Sometimes I think of people when they think of social services. You also have to think that 90% of your population is a walking population.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and I walked, and I know a lot of people walked, but I mean, 10th Street, East 10th United Methodist Church serves a hot meal Sunday evening. But this place served lunch every day, and I mean, like, baked chicken and dressing, green meat, good meals. Good meals. And had clothes distribution, and had household distribution. It was a good thing, you know.
So I'm curious what you maybe said or would say to someone's concern. Well, wait a minute, you know, won't this impact my property value? Because as it was explained to me, that's a big part of it. Now, that could be code.
Impacts your property value, what they used to say when blacks moved in your neighborhood. It impacted your neighborhood when abandoned houses are there, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, I heard that argument, and I don't know how it would. I'm sure in the back of their mind, it's always, you know, you can always find some way to justify what you want to believe in, okay? But isn't that the American history? We always want to say that was the whole point of going the white flight to suburbia. I mean, that was the whole part of Center Township. That was the whole part of Unigov being formed, because Indianapolis had such a huge black population that for the first time, I can't remember his name, we were about to have a black mayor in Indianapolis, but Mr. Lugar started Unigov and brought all these other townships and things in, and that impacted the vote. So it can be justified any kind of way, you know, as far as I mean, they said that about the Duval Work Center thing up there, you know, the Duval Work Center people. I got into it with my pastor over that, you know. He was kind of, if we don't have anything positive, then the negative surely will outweigh it. You know, it has to, because people have the innate desire to survive. If you want them to survive positively, you have to give us options. If you want us to survive just to survive, they're going to say, I'm going to get mine. What is it? By any means necessary, you know. And at the Feast of Lanterns, did you go to the Feast of Lanterns? Mm-hmm. At the Feast of Lanterns last year, did you realize how many people from Duval Center were there working very positively?
Yeah.
Give us a chance, you know. We wanna do things, you know. I mean, I'm not in the correction system, but give people the down and out a chance. They were they helped us so much, you know, the Duval Work Center people. So I just think you have to have, there are no training programs, there are no outlets for people coming out of the criminal system to make a positive impact in our communities. So what do? Throw them away and say, okay, forget about you, then you can hit me in the head and rob me again? Because they've got to survive. You know, we need work programs. We need companies to get tax credits and tax breaks to hire them. They want to work. Believe me, don't think everybody wants to be. People want to work, but, you know, what's the famous thing? Is the economy's stupid. They need jobs, you know.
So why do you think that idea is such a hard sell?
Status quo is easier, you know. And I'm fine. What do I care about you? People are so in their little shell. I was. Like I said, when I grew up and I had apartments and everything, I didn't know my neighbor. You know, I don't want to know your neighbor. Don't even think about knocking on my door. For what? But over here, I know my neighbors. I talk to them, welcome them, or, you know, I don't understand the mentality of just humaneness. How do we get away from just plain humaneness, you know? It doesn't take much. I'm not asking for money. What's wrong with speaking or saying hi? You know, I always address people. How you doing, Mr. So-and-so? How you doing? You would see the difference. They would look, oh my God. The respect factor. The respect factor goes a long way. We are people. We want to be respected. They want to be respected. They want to, you know. I see people need a ride. I was the person on the bus stop. Oh, when I took my daughter to Park Tudor, not to Park Tudor, to the Oaks Academy at 23rd and Park, I caught 8 buses a day to take her to school, okay? I sat on the bus stop with blankets and quilts, wrapped my daughter up while we waited on the bus. So many people from her school drive by and wave and smile. And I'd walk to school, catch the bus, come back home. So I spoke at our Redeemer Presbyterian Church. They had a Mercy Ministry Conference. And I didn't mean to speak, but I was there too. Okay? And they talked about mercy. What is mercy? And I told them, I appreciate this conference and you all got some good ideas, but mercy is when you see me sit on the bus stop and we going to the same place and our kids are in the same grade and you wave at me and it's 20 below. Mercy would be to offer me a ride. So to sum it up like that, it hit people like a brick. I then got this one lady who's very, very wealthy, lives in a compound in Greenwood. For the past 3 years, she has gotten off the highway, come up to the ghetto on 10th Street, and she picks my daughter up at our house and takes her to school. And I had somebody else who's in Carmel would bring her home. Why? Sometimes I don't think people realize you can do a little thing that can make a profound effect on just the life of an average person. You can feel good, I can feel good, and it doesn't take much.
All right.
I'm sorry I rambled.
No, you nothing to apologize for. Well, I told you it'd be about half an hour, and we're going on an hour.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
no. It was.
See, I'm like James Taylor tells me, when I get a passion,
yeah, I
get
could probably.
a passion, I don't let it go.
Spend
Okay.
a few more hours. No, I mean, thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you for asking me. I hope I gave you some insight or some understanding of how I think, or
I think so. Yeah. I'll just sit back and listen to it again. And any final thoughts that you something you wanted to mention but didn't, or
don't give up on us. Believe in us. The Near Our Site is a great community. We're a thriving community. We're a great community with a lot of great neighbors, a lot of great neighborhood associations, and yes, we're proud to live on the Near East Side and proud to be in Indianapolis.